LeBron, just quickly, was that the ankle that you caught late, and how's it feeling?
Yeah, I think I stepped on somebody's foot. I think it was maybe Aaron Gordon or one of the
It was AD.
guys up underneath the basket, but I'll be fine.
And LeBron, what did you feel like when Denver was hitting those 5 straight threes? Like, what's the differences in your coverages and what you're trying to do battling Jokic and not letting them get in there versus what you're giving up on the outside?
Only one of them was uncontested. All of them was just great contests. Two of Maul's threes was right in the face of me and AD. And Michael Porter Jr. one by our bench was right in the face of AR after a transition. They was winning transition. Bruce Brown had one as well with a contest. That was it. The three-point line is what killed us in the fourth, but I didn't see
The
many
fourth quarter in
breakdowns, though.
general killed y'all. We had it, man.
AD,
We actually had that.
Did they do
bro.
anything different defensively tonight against you than in Game 1? And what do you think it'll take to bounce back in Game 3?
No. I got the same looks. A lot of them were just short tonight. So I'll be better.
Not that it's an excuse, but you guys exerted so much energy early, both of you defensively on Nikola Jokic. Did you feel like legs or fatigue factored at all late?
No.
Of course you're
To
gonna
me,
be
if you're not
fatigued.
tired in the postseason, then everybody's tired.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's part of the game. It's part of the postseason.
LeBron, obviously, there's two teams playing here. You guys playing on one team in the West, and Jamal Murray had a remarkable performance, particularly in the fourth quarter. Just what did you see out of him, and what type of rhythm was he able to find against your guys' defense?
23 points, 6 of 7. Dude was on
He
human in
made
the
shots at
fourth.
the end of the clock when we guarded for 24 seconds. He made 2 big-time shots, one over AD, one over myself. Had some mid-range game going, but he had his 3-point shot going in the fourth. It's no surprise to anybody who's done it before.
Yeah, it's
Hate
his
to be on the
fourth
other
time,
side of it.
20 plus
but
in
like I
the
said, I
fourth
don't feel like we
in the
had many
playoffs-
breakdowns
in
when
the
he was
playoffs.
doing what he was doing. He made shots, and sometimes it's just a make or miss league. I feel like defensively we were really good. They shot 43% for the number one offense in the league. So it just sucks that them 5 threes in the fourth definitely killed us.
Fourth killed y'all.
What would you guys make of the starting lineup adjustment, going back to the starting lineup you guys have been using for most of the second half of the season and just kind of playing bigger lineups in general tonight?
I really don't. It doesn't matter at this point who starts, who comes off the bench. It's just about how we can get it done and win a game. That's all that matters.
LeBron, they haven't lost a game at home in the postseason. Neither of you guys. When you include the play-in, I think you won the last 7. Does that give you guys any more? Is that a benefit for you guys going home knowing you haven't lost a game?
No, we still got to play with the same desperation as we did tonight. We came out with an L, but
Y'all got to play with more. Y'all got to play with a lot more next game. Y'all had it in the first 3 quarters. They went on a 13-1 run in a minute and a half. The game changed that quick in the fourth. Y'all had it, man. Y'all cannot let not only Jamal Murray, but Aaron Gordon, MPJ, KCP, and Bruce Brown be able to do wonders like that on all ends to you guys, especially on offense. In those threes, they hit 5 threes in like 30 seconds, bro. Like, y'all cannot afford to let that happen, man. And at the same time, a lot of those looks were open, but y'all ended up having pretty good closeouts. So I think y'all were a little lackluster defensively, and y'all need to be more tight, more aggressive for next game.
doesn't give us any more comfort. You can't go into any postseason game with comfort just because you either haven't lost at home or you're going back home. I think it's even more you got to be on edge because when you go home, you're getting your own bed, you're around your family, everybody's being cool and jolly and everything.
We needed this though, man.
You got to be even more on edge when you get home. So, we got to understand that going back and being down 0-2, there's no reason for us to get comfortable.
Brown, after these two games, what do you think do you need to improve and keep doing now that you are going home?
I think we improved from game 1 to game 2. And if we can do the same thing from game 2 to game 3, we'll put ourselves in a position to win.
I wouldn't say they improved. I'd say they got worse. LeBron was 0 of 8 from 3. Didn't make a 3. AD was inconsistent, proving that he's only good every other game, or efficient rather. Y'all played lackluster defense. LeBron had some pretty big time steals, but it wasn't enough. Rui Hachimura had an amazing game. That wasn't enough. Started the game 7 of 7 or 8 of 8 or something. He had an unstoppable game. Wasn't enough. So clearly, there's little tweaks that we need to make in Game 3, but it's just scary, man, because even you know AR had a good night as well, and y'all still lost. So
From a mental, emotional standpoint, what do you take out of that can be applied, if anything?
I mean, what do you take out of it is the fact that this is not the NCAA tournament. It's the first team to 4 wins.
true.
And we have an opportunity to go home and play great basketball and home serve.
It's a great mindset.
You know, until the team beats you 4 times, then you always have an opportunity to come out of it. You know, so that's the confidence that we should have. And I know it's going to be a tough hill to climb up, but we still have an opportunity to, you know, play good basketball and play the best basketball of the series in Game 3. And like I said, if we can get better from Game 2, like we did tonight, to Game 3, then we put ourselves in a position to do that.
It's a good mindset to have. You know, it's not a single elimination game, one loss, and it's over. You know, it's
made the
decided by one
1-3,
game.
and then you
Winner
had the
go
2
home,
other
you know.
looks there.
They still
What'd
have a
you think
chance to
about
win a series. It's not like
those
March
shots
Madness
that you
is
got
a
down the
great point.
stretch, and just overall, you know, you're coming off 40. Your efficiency wasn't there the way it was in Game 1.
I like
AD is literally the backbone of the Lakers. He needs to be hyper aggressive every single game. He cannot afford to be lackluster in any way on either end of the floor. Jokic got easy buckets. Jamal Murray got easy buckets. Some of them were tough, but not only him, you know, AG, MPJ, KCP, like I said before, they all got amazing looks that they literally practice every day. And you could just tell it was cone drills, especially in the fourth. You know what I mean? Primarily in the fourth. Y'all can't let them just get in a rhythm like that, man. And I know that they were at home, you know, but y'all got to prove yourselves, man. Y'all got to prove yourselves even at away games. If y'all won this game tonight, y'all would have all the momentum in the world going into Game 3. You know what I mean? So many people thought y'all were going to have a bounce back. I literally had money bet on this game that y'all were going to win. Like, that's how confident I was. And y'all had it in the first 3 quarters, you know what I mean? In the fourth, y'all just shut down. Like, it's the playoffs, not the regular season, you know what I mean? Every game counts, you know what I mean? So, being down 2-0, it's not looking too good, man, because even y'all's bench did pretty well tonight. Shout out Dennis Schroeder. Like I said, Rui Hachimura did his thing. You know, D'Lo's been kind of quiet. We need D'Lo to step up. AR did his thing. But it wasn't enough, clearly. Nuggets are a deeper team. It's just a fact. They're the number 1 offensive team in the league. The Lakers are the number 1 best defensive team in the league, but they didn't look like it tonight. They were too lackluster tonight, and the Nuggets capitalized on it in the fourth quarter. They figured y'all out. They tired y'all. They wore y'all out. You know what I mean? So, and they got the crowd going crazy. So, there's not much you can do in that situation. And y'all got to figure out a way to make adjustments. You know what I mean? Because the adjustments y'all made tonight clearly weren't enough.
like both of the looks. Made the first, second one was back rim, and the next one in the same exact spot, rims in and out. So,
80's not
liked all the
wrong.
looks that I got today. Just a lot of them was short.
He took pretty much the same shots he
I'm
took
gonna
last
continue to
game.
shoot
Just not
those
as
shots,
many
and,
fell
So I
tonight.
got to be better, more efficient, help the team win. So
I just think he could have been a little bit more
I'll
aggressive.
be better
tonight.
whatever that happen.
And especially off of switches. When Jokic and
the first
Murray,
half is not a play we
they
often
literally
see.
feeded it off of pick and
the
rolls
ball
off each
squirts out
other
like
the
that. There was
entire
another play,
fourth
I think,
quarter.
in the third where you guys
And
got
he
an
would have to
offensive
switch on to
rebound,
Murray.
Dennis could have helped
And
the
Murray
line
just
and
cooked him.
shoots. When the margins are so slim, are those the plays that kind of eat at you between now and Game 3?
It's got to.
No, I mean, those are, you know, obviously you have an opportunity. I mean, my opportunity puts us up 10. And instead, it was an 8-point,
Yeah.
deficit. And
That's
good
got to
for
sting.
us.
Like, that's got to affect.
Obviously, that's
Something y'all are
sucks to
definitely
get
going
the
to
ball squared out of my
rewatch.
hand like that, whatever the
You
case
know what I
may be.
mean?
Maybe hit my knee or whatever, but
happens.
unforced turnover by myself.
It
Horrible.
happens, Braun. It
Especially on
happens.
the road. And I mean, the same thing at the end of the third. I missed a three. I believe we were up 5. I missed a 3. Jamal Murray tried to save it, saves it right to AD, and we swing it to AR. And Dennis had a pretty good look, but we had an opportunity to hold and not take the shot with a 5-point lead. And instead, they get the block. Bruce Brown get the block. Joker pushes it, throws it to the right corner away from our bench to KCP. We get a great contest on KCP from AR. And I thought it was a
good closeout. It wasn't a good contest, I feel like. AR was literally like in the paint, and he had to run out there and literally heave himself. And he was this close to fouling him, this close to making contact with KCP. Y'all had to rely on closeouts because they were killing y'all with pick and roll games. Jokic was killing y'all with his passes tonight. It was a field day in the fourth quarter, and it just seemed like y'all completely forgot the playbook. Y'all completely forgot the adjustments y'all had to make that y'all implemented, especially in the first half. Y'all had a good third quarter, and then fourth quarter, I don't even know what happened. Y'all just fell asleep.
At home in these playoffs after topping the Lakers on Tuesday night. Atmosphere in Ball Arena was electric. We expect more of the same in a capacity crowd, and yes, the Joker will be present for Game 2. As Denver Vanderbilt dives on it, couldn't get it. Murray lost it. Russell has it. Here comes Vanderbilt, already paying dividends.
Good shot, Reeves. Reeves did his thing. Wasn't enough.
Nice give and go.
Rui Hachimura had a career night. Wasn't enough.
Jokic couldn't get it to go. Gordon gets the rebound and throws it back down. There's Russell, very aggressive early. Reeves, no hesitation on his 3. That's good.
Like, what else do you expect from Reeves?
He has been on some tear. Here's the pace the Nuggets want to play. Brown kicks it out. Murray.
Again, they literally forced closeouts every possession. And that's something that the Nuggets have been killing them up, is these little cuts here. So Jokic brings all the attention here. All the attention is here, right? So he feeds it here, fast transition, passes it out, wide open Murray. Look, AR is deep in the paint, man. And not only is he deep in the paint, he could have also passed it out here. He had 2 options. You got to close in on that in this playoffs, man. The Nuggets are they're number 1 offense. Y'all got to be able to close this out. And now Austin Reeves literally is in the middle of the paint, and Jamal Murray's we all know how good playoff Jamal Murray is, man. You cannot let him have this much space.
Kicks it out. Murray, 3-pointer.
That's all day for Murray.
Right down inside. Jokic.
You saw a mismatch on Vanderbilt. Took advantage. There was no one there to contest him.
That's a great 2-man game there. James cuts back door. Beautiful pass from Anthony Davis. Murray gets away from Vanderbilt.
Again, this is a situation that I saw a lot tonight. So LeBron should have stuck here, right? Jamal Murray comes up. 80 should switch that, right? Someone should have noticed that switch. Vanderbilt didn't notice it. He's taking up Gordon. Who's LeBron guarding now? You know what I mean? Vandy's on Gordon. LeBron literally has no one. He's sitting in the paint. Causes a wide open Jamal Murray. Again. You know what I mean? These picks by Jokic setting up Jamal Murray was everything tonight. Jokic didn't have to put up 30+ tonight. That's what's scary. You know what I mean? What if he drops 30+ game 3? How are we gonna stop him? You know what I mean? How are we gonna stop this team? You know what I mean? Wide open, man. Wide open.
And Murray makes him pay. Second 3-pointer for Jamal Murray. He had 31 the other night. Russell knocks down a 3. Tough shot from Russell for his first field goal. Brown drives, shot blocked. Davis right there to help. Jeff Green the rebound. Green drives and finishes.
Again, lackluster defense.
Help. Jeff Green the rebound.
We had the intimidation in the paint with Rui being a 6'9" forward. Having that intimidation is always key. But again, he acts like he's going to jump for it, but no one even tries to contest this dunk. We got to be more aggressive. We got to be more aggressive. 3 guys are looking at him. And they don't even throw up a contest. Wide open lane.
Denver back up 2. Hachimura aggressively goes at Jokic. The reverse bank. Nice entry pass.
Again. Who was there? Who was there?
Defense by the Lakers. Hachimura again on the drive and scores.
Transition defense was a problem in game 1. What about tonight?
It's been a little bit better. We had a few breakdowns there in the first quarter, but again, we're just going to keep harping on it all game until we get it right.
James throws it back out.
That was a great pass.
Wide open. Got it. Rui Hachimura 4 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, he didn't miss.
Pull-up jumper. It's good. Rui Hachimura.
It's the only reason they stayed in the game the first half.
James drives inside, left-handed. James there got away from both Gordon
9-0
and
run.
Porter.
Had all the momentum.
Porter knocks down the 3. Hachimura goes inside, reverse, banks it home. He's 6 for 6 off the bench. As Jokic throws it up
Again. So look at this here. Jokic sees a wide open lane, right? As he's driving, he notices AD drops back for some reason. AD needs to step up. He knows that his main assignment is Jokic here. I don't know why Rui's on him. He should have stepped up here and tried to get this block. We all know AD can reach like up to here. You know what I mean? And it was proven by that goaltend later in the game, which they'll show and probably replay. Because even if he passes over to Gordon, LeBron can help. You know what I mean? Schroeder has both these guys. You know what I mean? He's even running over to Murray, right? Who does LeBron have? You know what I mean? They ball watched so much. AR's eyes are completely off of KCP. Leads to an easy layup. Or easy floater for Yoke. Look at that. Look at this. He barely even had to jump there.
As Jokic throws it up and in. Just his 5th field
Ball
goal
watching.
attempt. He's hit 4 of them. Davis looking. Reeves gets free. Ball blocked by Davis. Picked up by Schroeder. Saves it to Hachimura. James ahead of the pack goes up.
I'm not worried about that. It happens, man. It happens.
Jokic flips it up.
That's just a great move. That's good defense by AD. Just better offense. See, if he could have done this type of aggression, right, and sort of this type of aggression in the second half, they would have actually had this game in the bag. AD shut down in the second half. Easy fast break points.
Jokic gets into the paint, flips it up, shots good and 1. Chance for a 3-point play for Jokic, now with 15 points. Bruce Brown, corner, Caldwell Pope.
Again.
Jokic now with 15
Watch.
points. Bruce Brown.
Paint. Ball watching. You can even see him just ball watching here. He's already looking at who he's going to pass to, right? They're all ball watching. Even Jamal Murray's wide open, right? Vanderbilt's already in the paint, and Jamal Murray's wide open as well. Look at how Lonnie Walker is going to have to run up and contest this shot. Look how much room KCP has. They're all ball watching. You know what I mean? They're putting way too much attention on the ball. They need to be more focused on their man. It's like they're playing zone, but they're playing man. You know, that was the problem. It's like they were just confused. You know what I mean? Like, and now he's forced to have to run and jump and try his best to contest it while trying not to foul at the same time. It's so hard to do that. And leads to an easy 3.
Jokic. Inside pass, Brown. Tough catch and finish. Beautiful play from Brown. Jokic finds Gordon.
Again, LeBron just went for a little swipe instead of trying to keep his hands up and try to get a good contest on Aaron Gordon. Leads to an easy dunk. AD didn't even do anything to contest it. They all ball watched. Didn't even try to contest it.
James in the paint, down the lane, layup off the glass.
I don't know why they were playing so lazy defensively. They had this.
Hachimura on the pass from James. He's 7 for 7 from the field, 17 points. And Nuggets fall asleep in that first defensive possession. Nice pass.
I mean, look, they're up 7. All right, they're up 7.
Backs in, goes in, shoots over,
Good shot, Yoke.
and scores.
They had the offensive firepower. They had the offensive momentum, right? AR was going crazy. Rui just wasn't missing, right?
Russell back out Reeves.
Again, great ball movement. Their defense sold them. And considering they're the #1 defensive team in the league, they need to rely on their defense. And they tried to rely on just their offense tonight.
He's got 14 points.
That's a problem. That scares me.
That's good as we check in with Lisa.
They like the pace they're playing with.
They have the offense, right? They have the offensive skill set, the depth. They need to rely on their defense as their #1 priority. And that's what Darvin Ham has told the media. That's the #1 priority. You know what I mean? But tonight proved not only Darvin wrong, but all of us wrong. Oh, they're the #1 team defensively in the league. Where do we see that tonight? You know what I mean?
That's 2 steals here on this third.
They're up 11. They had this game, man.
James right with him. Oh, nice change of direction. Murray shakes his head as let's say finally get one to go.
We
Jokic with his
literally had
12th
this game.
rebound, leading the break again. Finds Porter.
MPJ,
Porter launches
he
from
literally hits those in practice all the time. That's his move. You know what I mean?
Oh, what a bullet pass.
They killed him in transition. They killed him in the pick and roll game and pick and pop game. Again here,
Great look from Reeves and Russell lays it
Gordon
in.
gets a wide open. He gets the bump on Reeves. He sees the mismatch. No one helps, but they're all ball watching. Aaron Gordon could have easily passed out to Bruce Brown. He could have easily passed out to KCP. He could have easily passed out to Michael Porter Jr. Look at them, just all ball watching in the paint. And they lead him to a look at this. No one even tries to contest him. They're all just ball watching. Y'all need to be more aggressive, man. Need to be more aggressive on defense.
One-handed floater. And Schroeder, that's his first field goal. It was 0 for 4. Plus 17 the rebounds in favor of Denver in game 1 as Hachimura lays it up and in. He still hasn't missed a shot. 8 for 8. Caldwell Paul.
Again, here, it's the same thing, man. Why are they all sagging this much? Why would you want to double if you know that this is a 5-out? They're playing 5-out here. Aaron Gordon went down to the paint because they already have so many weapons available, right? He doesn't have to go out. He's been able to get to the paint pretty efficiently. So Jokic has options not only on the outside, but in the paint. You know what I mean? They're playing a strategic 5-out, but having Aaron Gordon here sitting in the pocket. Now, Dennis Schroeder goes for the help. We all know Jokic's IQ is off the charts. He always knows where everyone is on the court, right? He always knows where all of his teammates are. Leads to an easy read for him. And even if Bruce, who's this, KCP, he could have easily passed it to Bruce Brown because before he even got the shot off, right, D'Lo was already racing over because he had to. Dennis Schroeder had no time here to be able to contest him. So, him already coming over to here to contest, he could have easily passed to Bruce Brown for an even better look. So it's just like they have too many options offensively. They're able to move the ball comfortably, right? Again, no... 80 didn't box out, even though it looked like he was in position to box out, but he just didn't end up boxing out. He could have easily boxed out Jokic, tried to get him to enforce an over-the-back foul, led to Jokic getting an easy one-handed rebound. You know what I mean? He didn't even have to try to use two hands. He got a one-handed rebound. I don't know why Reeves is trying to help here, right? Look who is wide open. Wide open.
Another rebound.
Easy look for Jokic. And when you're running out here, right, why do you stop and go back? You're just letting him have it. You know how good they are at shooting, especially Bruce Brown, MPJ, and KCP. And they're able to rest Murray, right, in this third quarter. If you all notice, Murray didn't get many minutes in the third quarter. They were able to rest him. Mike Malone is very smart for that. He noticed that they're not stepping up on the three-point line as far as defensively. So he was able to sit Murray out in the third for a decent bit of the third, knowing that they were able to make the game closer and not letting it get too carried away, or else, he would eventually have to put in Murray. And so Murray, having the energy he had going into the fourth quarter, being well rested, able to go off. And again, lackluster defense. I don't know why Schroeder is shifting back here when Russell can shift here to Michael Porter Jr. He needs to close out here, and he needs to find a spot for AG. He shouldn't have stepped up. That should have been Schroeder. D'Lo could have just, because no one's in the corner here, right? D'Lo could have shifted over to here, right? Because they're pretty close close to each other. D'Lo could have shifted over here a little bit, like right here. He has the length, right? He's 6'5", long arms. He could have shifted right here. And then if MPJ doesn't get the look he wants, he can just pass it over here. D'Lo would also be able to cover it here. D'Lo's a great defender. But, again, lackluster defense leads to a wide open Bruce Brown. They're all ball watching. Goaltend by AD. Easy flow for Murray. Now they put in Murray at the end of the third. He starts cooking. And it's over. It's game over. It's game over.
Find some space, pull up jumper.
Good shot, Schroeder.
Back out Schroeder. Shot blocked by Bruce Brown.
And this is when the Lakers start getting super exhausted. Again, wide open KCP, doesn't matter because Jokic gets the rebound over AD. Watch the spacing that KCP gets, right? Austin Reeves has to sprint fully down this court. He had time to pass it to Jeff Green, who was literally on an island. LeBron is so far down the paint, even though AD has him, and Jokic is able to outrun AD. Here, AD's behind him, right? So he was able to get the easy rebound. You know what I mean? And he didn't even need to box out. That is sad. Leading to a goaltend, because obviously the ball started descending. That's a goaltend. Even though some people are saying it's 50-50 whether it was a goaltend or not. It's just because it just started to descend. So that's a goaltend.
It's the tip blocked by Davis, but they have goaltend on the way down.
And this is when everyone started heating up, right? Everyone started heating up. Lakers start kind of pressing a little bit, but still lackluster on defense, right? And their offense just goes to shambles. LeBron rolls an ankle. It just gets bad. Good flow, Walker.
Murray leans in, double clutch, he got it.
And they were just unconscious.
Murray fires away a three. It's good. Jamal Murray struggling all night, making some big buckets here in the fourth.
He sees the switch here, right? This is one thing that killed the Lakers, man. So every single time, if you notice, when either Jokic or Jamal Murray gets the ball, right? I don't know is Jokic in? Jokic is resting right now. So they were able to bring in Murray, rest Jokic, right? So when they really need them, right? Because it's a close game, Mike Malone's going to put in Jokic for the final few minutes. But Murray is going off, right? So Mike Malone doesn't have to put him back in just yet. Jeff Green's able to set the screen, get the switch that Murray wants. Schroeder, for some reason, sticks, right? And AD is here, right? Schroeder noticed that AD is not switching over to Jeff Green, and he's sticking. I don't know why Schroeder decided to stick to him. And then he has to do the late switch here. AD's still right here because he noticed that he's still deep into the paint because he noticed Schroeder was sticking. And then Schroeder, out of nowhere, goes back to Jeff Green because he noticed that the AD is stuck in the paint. So Murray sees this switch. AD backs up even further, able to get a nice step back that he wants. You know that's all day in practice. That's still way too much room. We all know Jamal Murray in the playoffs is so good. This is his fourth time having 20-plus points in the fourth quarter. We know how clutch Jamal Murray is in the playoffs. 80, that is way too much room. Lackluster defense yet again. Leads to an easy three for Murray. Again, lackluster defense. They are all just in the paint, if you all notice. Again, there's that pick. 29-footer. These picks, look at that. Another pick, right? Jokic being able to screen two Laker players. Y'all cannot let that happen. One of y'all's got to slip. You know what I mean? One of y'all's got to slip. This is all day for Porter. This is literally cone drills for them. Like, this is literally looking like practice. And now, right, if I just go back just a little bit to around 7 minutes, right, 83-84, basically a tie game. Lakers still had a chance here, right? I thought they were going to be able to come back, right? Watch this. A minute and a half. Just a minute and a half goes by, right? Now they're down 12. That's not acceptable. Y'all need to be able to close out games, man. Y'all need to close out games, man. This concerns me. because now they have the crowd hyped up on their feet. There's nothing you can do at this point. Especially Jamal Murray, letting him be 6 of 7 from the field, having that hot fourth quarter. Again, this pick and roll, Darvin Ham needs to recognize that this is their main play here, right? Especially when Jokic and Murray are both on the court at the same time. They need to recognize this switch here. They're taking advantage of the fact that AD has to switch on to Jokic, LeBron has to switch on to Murray. Murray's a smaller guard, right? And both of these guys, LeBron being 6'9" and AD being damn near 7 feet, right? Knowing that Murray's going to have a mismatch no matter what, being able to get that screen. Jokic, again, being able to screen both them at the same time. I've never seen that before. Being able to block both of them at once without committing an illegal screen. Murray, that's too much space for him. Being able to get that shot down. Great shot, Brian. See, that's what we needed from AD this entire game, right? The first quarter, he had some big blocks in the paint, but AD is actually a very capable defender. If you notice, Jokic doesn't even try to really screen this time because it's been so effective this fourth quarter. They're up 10, right? He just goes for the roll, right? He just rolls out this time. He doesn't try to block AD. He goes for the roll because he trusts Murray at this point in the game to be able to make shots over AD because he's been able to do that at a very, very high rate this series and in the fourth quarter. So he rolls, and AD is able to not get stuck and is able to block the shot. If the Lakers can figure out ways to slip over that screen, especially when they look for that big man switch when Murray gets the ball and Jokic dumps it to him and gets that switch right off that pick, and he either pops or rolls. He usually rolls, right, because he has a smaller guy on him because the big guy has to step up, right? That's why their pick and roll game is so unstoppable. If they can figure out a way for Davis, LeBron, etc., Rui might have to step up at times on Murray, right? All these big guys. Even Vandy at times, right? All big guys, right? Murray being a small guard, he always tries to take advantage of that off the pick and roll. And if they're able to make this slip consistently, AD's going to be able to have an amazing contest on that every single time. We all know how lengthy he is, 7-footer with a humongous wingspan, very, very long arms. He's able to get this contest off. They can be able to put this pressure on them both on the perimeter and in the paint, right? Consistently, if they're just able to recognize those screens, right, between Jokic and Murray. And even Jokic, not only just Jokic and Murray, Jokic and Bruce Brown, he's able to do it with MPJ. It's just, they're too lethal with this pick and roll game. Again, watch this switch. Wide open. Austin Reeves is forced to come over here and help, leaving a wide open Bruce Brown. Jamal Murray could have easily passed this, but obviously he has the hot hand, so he's going to take it. LeBron didn't even try to step up. He just stood right here, making Austin Reeves having to step up here. Wide open Jamal Murray.
Two-point shot. That's good. Schroeder drives. Scoop layup. Blocked by Gordon.
Yeah, now they have all the momentum on both sides of the floor, and it's over.
Reeves shot won't go. The tip-in. And they'll count the tip-in. Reeves a three-pointer. Banks it.
That was a hell of a shot. Watching that live, I was like, okay, Reeves. Him and Rui had an amazing game, man.
There's Murray on the drive. The runner, bank shot, no good, but a foul. Murray, 2 clutch free throws. Schroeder drives, kicks it out. Davis.
AD bang.
In and out.
Oh, no. So he ended up being 1 for 2. That first 3 that he made in the corner, I was like, okay, if he's able to hit at least 1 3 a game on a relatively high clip and be aggressive in the paint, that's all we need from AD. Be able to crash the glass, being able to give us at least 30 a night efficiently. If he's able to make a 3 or 2, that would be huge because LeBron is not making anything from 3. But I don't know why they had this sort of aggression defensively late within like the last few minutes of the fourth quarter, right? Why couldn't y'all do this the whole game? Y'all had it. Y'all had the offensive tenacity in the first half. Y'all were just so lackluster and inconsistent defensively. We had this game, man. Oh man, we had this game. 2 big free throws by Murray.
James gets a running start. James drives down a lane, lays it up and in. And that makes it a 4-point game. Here's Hachimura. Now to Reeves. Reeves on the drive, goes in for the
take.
layup, banks it in. Beautiful move there. James stripped and stolen by Brown. Brown in the front court, and that'll do it. Brown will jump.
Well, that's going to do it, y'all. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If y'all are new, make sure to join the Deadeye Gang. Turn on those post notices so y'all don't miss another upload. Man, we needed this one, man. Nuggets are 2-0 now. 9-0 now at home in this playoffs. Game 3 is going to be at LA. We really, really need to win Game 3, man. Especially considering Darvin Ham saying he wasn't worried going into Game 2. Oh, we're going to come back, bounce back. We're going to make the proper adjustments. Well, what happened? You know what I mean? We slipped up again. So, and I get it, the Denver Nuggets were at home the first 2 games. They had that advantage. But at the same time, we need to capitalize. We need to capitalize these games, man. Because Denver, they put up an insane stat after the game. The Denver Nuggets have never lost a series starting off 2-0. You know what I mean? This is bad because they've already proven no matter if they're facing the number 1 defensive team in the league, they're still going to be undefeated at home. They have all the momentum. They have all the momentum in the world, man. I'm out, man. Peace.